Hello. Hi, sir. So, thank you for your time. So, in past, you have the experience of consulting for the litigation, and also here at Signet, under your guidance, we went to Supreme Court. We defended at High Court, and other than that, there are various forums on which we are having our cases going on. So, of all these things, what were the key challenges that organization face in managing the litigation? More specifically for tracking the cost, having a centralized repository, and being a coordination between the external and internal stakeholders.
Okay, thanks, Hardik. So, first, I'm not the guy who enjoys litigation. So, that's the thing that if given an option, we should avoid going to the litigation. But obviously, the way things are, the laws are so complex, and it's possible that sometimes you have to litigate a matter at various courts, tribunal, high court, Supreme Court. I feel that litigation takes a lot of strategies to be formed, and the time of a person who is handling the matter, the tax team, the CFO, everyone, their time more has to go on the strategy building for the litigation. Litigation is becoming very different. I'm not talking about only the tax litigation, it is all around the litigation where, including arbitration and all other stuff, it's more on the business side of it. So that's one where your energy, your team's energy has to go. The second, your point is on how do you manage the cost. So as I said, the core team time has to go on building the strategy and maybe talking to or reading the material, talking to the different people around it, various lawyers, taking their opinion. Now comes to a point, how do you track your litigation? There are two reasons where someone has to be very cautious about tracking a litigation. First, it tells you where you are. Also, the reporting guidelines are there. You have to report your litigations within time. If you are listed, then you have to intimate, the exchanges about receiving even a notice. Now, tracking it becomes very important because you will have to be very clear about the dates. You have to appear. Let's say if we talk about GST and various notices that we are receiving, says that you have to respond within 3 or 4 days. So if you receive a notice on a particular date, giving a response for 4 or 5 years back matter within 3 days, it's going to be very difficult. So what the team or probably what I would prefer is, first, whenever the notice comes in, first I have to be informed. So after that, it has to be tracked in such a way that I know who is going to help me on this. So if it is GST, let's say Hardik is helping me, then I and Hardik should be connected, if possible, over an email, better over some tool where I can tell him that these are the ways I want to handle, and whatever he does, I am aware. So that tracking is very important.
Yes. So, thank you for mentioning the tool in your last sentence. That was the main thing which I was coming on. What do you think is the importance of tool in having litigation management done? So, do you think it as a cost or more of optimum utilization of resources?
So first, it's not an option. So, whatever best people you may have in your team, it's impossible to, remain probably aware about all the litigations that are going on. Receiving a small notice of variety of things, various laws, it's impossible to keep a track, especially if you are into a mid or a large size corporate. So you need a tool. It's given. Now, why you need? Obviously, as I said, there is no option. It's like you can't work without a laptop. So this will become like that. Second, your team time has to be focused on something which is more productive rather than intimating and informing the people around that this is what's happening. This also requires different view that if you have a tool, all the stakeholders are being informed at a time. So that's why tool is required. Second, let's say if I'm not in office, I'm traveling. So if you have submitted a submission to the tax office, I'm always concerned that whether you actually did it or not. And if you say you did, I also still need a confirmation that, please confirm or an email or something. Better the tool helps me to ensure that it is actually done.
Yes.
So that validation is extremely important today's time. especially many times the other reason that I feel a tool is required is, people change their job. And in this situation, to keep a track of what was being done is becoming extremely difficult. On a case wise, just imagine a situation if some litigation is going on and someone is going out and the new person is joining in. Whether the KT has been done or not, finally the data bank that we have, the documents that have been submitted, that requires a storage, a single point of repository, and the tool helps in doing that. So I don't think you can work without a tool. Third, an important point is, let's say you are working with maybe a lawyer or a CA for a particular matter. What was their view at that time, and after the result comes, whether that has been reconciled or not. So all these notes that you maintain, certain things are there in your mind, but better if we are taking different views, then there has to be a repository which mentions that why we have taken a view. Because many times you may not even remember if there are two grounds, why you did not took the other ground. How will you maintain the notes? So the tool helps you in maintaining notes and keeping a track of the whole history of the litigation.
So I absolutely agree to the point that tool has become very important now, which act as a central repository for all the litigation that is ongoing currently. And obviously it should be something that is not dependent on the person. So
Correct.
in case someone is there, if someone is not there in the system as well,
Correct.
they know what has been done on this particular process. I completely agree to it. And given the voluminous notice that are coming from the GST department on the multiple GST locations, this would be a very effective tool to analyze it across the location. Now, if you have marked the recent trend in the GST, most of the notices are basically the reconciliation between the data that you have reported in one or the other returns that you have filed to the GST department.
Correct.
And they are taking those parameters, reconciling it, and giving you the difference that kindly explain this difference.
I agree.
Already there is an intricate process of reconciling those datas. And how should company approach such reconciliation? Should they have a system in place which has all the reconciliation, a single source of truth, which has all the data that has been submitted to the GST department? And what are your thoughts on having early warning report, which can be useful for a taxpayer so that they are aware that, yahan pe this mistake has happened, and in future I'll be receiving it. So abhi se I'm prepared with the reconciliation that
See, there are few challenges on the GST part because of multiple registration that someone will have to take in different locations, and all different locations may not have a person physically present. So it's like, someone handling from the central office. Let's say you are handling for, I'm just taking an example. Let's say you are handling Gujarat and Maharashtra. So if I received a notice for Maharashtra, the point is we have very limited time to respond. Now, if we know that after filing a return, we can run a process. Let's say the tool that we have on the GST assessment report tool. So you fill in the data and you can expect certain notices to come as per the recent trend, that data that can come out. So at least we are prepared to, respond within that limited window. Just imagine a case that you are going on a holiday and in the Maharashtra state where you are handling, let's say Gujarat and Maharashtra, I receive 3-4 notices with a very short window. So we will have to prepare to the speed of the government, because GST department is issuing notices extremely fast. Maybe, in a couple of cases, the moment you file a return, probably the same day you are receiving a notice.
Yes.
So in such kind of scenario, you have to be extremely agile. And as you said, the single source of truth, your data has to reside in a single place. Let's say as GSP, we have all the data in the single platform. And if this tool can also integrate the GST, litigation management tool, on a standard notices, you can pull out the data. I would love when the time will come that, receiving the notices also, let's say the notice comes at 12 in the night, and in the morning when you log in, the tool also gives me a preliminary answer. Let's say a DRC03, one of the very common notice that you receive, and tool is able to give you that answer. That would be wonderful. I'm sure time will come. Time will come that will have that thing also ready.
Absolutely. That time will come. And as you've mentioned, that time will come. AI is the current ongoing topic, and everyone is looking forward to having AI integrated with the notice management system.
Correct.
So what are the areas that you think an AI could help in the notice management solution?
So let's say first thing, when a notice comes in, we dissect the notices into multiple points because one notice may have various points of deliberation. On each of the notices, let's say we have certain past history of how we responded to that notice. Second, there are certain, probably I would say public LLM tools which has a lot of information, and the notice relevant portion, I'm not saying the actual data has to go to the public, but very technical point, if we are able to have a view integrated from a public LLM and we get an answer and we are able to frame a structure. Why this helps, Hardik, is if an AI generates a response, obviously I'm not saying that can be filed immediately. That's not possible. It requires to be reviewed at least a couple of times. But if they are giving you a hint of an argument which probably was not considered, you can put an argument that without prejudice to above, my submission is still this. So it's impossible that what's going on in the market, you are 100% aware. If AI tool is able to give you one additional point, why not to have that in your submission or the appeals that you will consider? So AI is going to go in a very big way, especially on the response that someone will do on the AI notices. So I am very sure AI is going to help. This one on the questions that has been raised. The second is also on the data. How AI can help you to respond to a particular data. So for example, if composite structure notice, if there is an answer to be given on that, probably I would expect the AI tool sitting in my system gives me an answer of, taking two HSN, one is 18, one is 12, and giving me a logical conclusion to the whole thing. That why a composite question, we know what's going on. So this kind of things will help. I'm sure the future is going to be for this because, a first cut review or analysis by AI is going to save a lot of time. Second, it is also going to help you in structuring your future transactions. For example, if you've already received a notice or if you know that the GST assessment report is giving you a notice, probable, then those questions can be addressed and you can plan your future. The litigation management tool will help you in couple of things in future coupled with AI. First, the tracking as we spoke. The second, what you can expect from the government as a notice. And third, what your response could be. Ultimately, all this is going to help you to manage your litigation, govern your things in a better way. Maybe this is becoming a boardroom discussion where you have to report your present litigation on a regular basis. And when you report, there are chances that you might miss something. Better you show the tool directly to the board and tell, these are the things which are going on. Not for GST, for all litigations.
Yes, so absolutely. The dashboarding, having a management level view of all the ongoing litigation with the amount disputed is definitely a big thing, and it is important even for the listed entities where they have
Definitely
to publish it. And given that AI is coming in, it is more of doing a smart work rather than slogging and sitting there and getting the data from deep under. Thank you for this. My last question, of all the experience that you have for the litigation, if you had to design a litigation process, what would be your top priorities with current scenario from the government side, from the technology side? What would be the current priorities to design a tool?
Okay, if let's say I have to design a tool or I'm evaluating a tool, my expectation would be first, I'll start with India as a country because since we have presence all across, there are a lot of things that I can think of, but let's start from India. The maximum notices that anyone would be receiving today from a particular department is GST. Because it's a new law, it will take some time. So I would love if a notice comes in to my email ID that is being integrated directly into the tool. That's first. And there are certain stakeholders that needs to be informed immediately when the notice comes in. So that is being done. That is my first expectation. Second, if a notice requires an allocation, see, for example, as we spoke, Gujarat and Maharashtra, you are handling. Delhi, let's say, someone else is handling. So that Delhi notice has to go to her.
Yeah.
Directly. And you, if a Gujarat notice come, it comes to you. So that auto allocation of a notices, that should be done. Even having a standard response of a particular point based on AI thing that we just spoke about, that I would expect to do. Ultimately, when the whole thing is done, probably every month or every quarter, what I would expect is we have to report the probable and possible liabilities, and also to convince an auditor why this falls in. If AI can also help me to identify what is probable, out of the whole litigation issues that are going on, that would be great. And convincing an auditor basis that would be little obviously easy. We'll have to take a considered call with them. So ultimately, if I have to make a provision, if a tool can help me bifurcating and also giving me a certain broad level of range or even a percentage, that this ultimately can end into a payment or acceptance of a liability, that would be great.
Yes. So that is what we are aiming now with the current litigation management tool that we are developing and solving most of the problems that you highlighted. Thank you for your time. This gave us a different perspective of how the existing traditional method can be mixed with the technology and more specifically with the AI. We look forward to the more insights from you. Thank you.
Thank you.